if he's just going to use extremely good micro with the monks. It's quite difficult with the Janissary range, as long as Mentalist manages to mass a few of them up, and his micro is okay as well.
Yeah, it's important if you try to counter those Janissaries with expose that you have a lot of them, obviously, and ballistics, and every reach upgrade you have. So like +2 in Castle Age, obviously, and +3 in Imperial Age with Arbalets.
Yeah. Late sheep for Mentalist, and also I'm looking at the relic placement, firmly in favor of Jordan. There are 3 relics that are quite close to Jordan, and there's one as well inside his walls. None inside the walls of Mentalist this time, and there's well, there are kind of 2 relics that are in between the players, but relic placement definitely in favor of Jordan. Very important as Aztecs, as you would expect. And I'm gonna have a look at the board.
Even more surprised that Mentalist caught a restart last game after he knew that he had 2 relics in his base.
Perhaps the relics were less important to him. I'm not too sure about that. His ball is outside his walls.
They're not important to you. They're for very sure important for your enemy. Oh, and Jordan again getting 2 extra sheep, so some food stolen by Mentalist. Or from Mentalist.
Yeah, he's just gonna send it to a corner and then walk all the way around, maybe. We'll see whether he actually brings those sheep back. Doesn't actually have to get them. Mentalist still has a boar towards the back, 2 more sheep, and 4 deer in the back as well that he will need to go look for. His boar are both inside his walls this time, and it looks like Jordan actually with a boar outside of his walls, which he will get immediately. Obviously, as Aztecs, you get free loom, so he can go for those further boar without too much effort at the very start.
Yeah, that's true. And Mentalist, as you mentioned, had late sheep and therefore opted to go with 7 villagers on sheep.
Yeah.
That's something we don't see too often, but I like it.
Yeah, it's just to compensate, and then he just pulls 1 vill away to lure the boar instead of actually sending a vill out from the TC when it's produced. Makes sense. And then the rest of the build ends up being pretty standard. Sending villagers to berries. Actually has 8 on boar right now as well. Been told that 8 is the ideal number, and now Jordan gonna bring those 2 sheep that he stole from Mentalist back home. Bit of extra food, why not? He's also got the 3 deer that he can push very easily. So Jordan's gonna have a great start here.
8 is the ideal number for boar? Why?
In terms
Why is it
of
any better than 9?
minimal rotting, and if you put 9, you don't get that much more benefit out, apparently, is what I've been told.
Oh, I want to see the math behind it.
Yeah, I've been told like 6 is minimum, and 8 is ideal or something. Well, Jordan, nearly forgetting about that Vill luring the boar there. Going to try and block it with the sheep. Misses?
Yeah, no. We tried. And 1 villager only has 4 HP, so if the boar decides to go...
Oh, he won't. He'll probably just, garrison both the low health ones like that.
Yeah, he's so clever.
And pushing deer in as well.
So aware of everything.
Yep, looks like,
even pushing the... No, I thought he was pushing the deer with a sheep, and it was like, what?
No, it doesn't move with sheep, does it? I don't believe so.
No, it doesn't. I was just confused.
Okay.
Oh, Mentalist is going for stone already.
So it will be Janissaries. And he's just going to use the market and sell to click up then, instead of taking gold. Interesting choice, I guess. Well, Turks do collect gold faster, but you do need to have the villagers on stone in Dark Age. What? He's sending stone now? That is interesting timing, I guess.
Yeah, I thought if he wanted to do the tower trick and try to tower rush inside, but he didn't scout the walls yet. And he's going for the second mill. I'm quite surprised, even if he decides to send them that early, it's totally fine to only have 3, and then you could have built the mining camp directly to the stone, not one tile away.
Yeah, well, he's gone
So
for...
only 4 on wood, so no Imperial Age afterwards, for very sure. What do you think, what gold will Mentalist pick? His main gold or some of his 2 smaller ones? Be a bit more on the defensive.
Well, he can drop a TC on one of those secondary golds. He can also drop a TC on the main gold. He could just go for the secondary gold and be defensive, especially, but if he's going for the defensive castle drop, he could just drop a castle in front of his main gold and take that safely. So why not just have the villagers build the castle and then idle them less, or just go on gold now even. 27 pop clicking up. Sending 2 vills to gold, 3 vills to gold now. This is a rather interesting build coming out from Mentalist, choosing not to push his deer as well. He's not going to have the food to click up. Don't think he's got 4 on berries, 8 on berries in total, 3 farms actually. I have no idea how this is going to work out for him. It will be very tight.
John will play something offensive. He's up very early.
Yeah, he went 24 pop.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't go for a castle drop forward. Aztecs will be up to castle age quite a bit earlier if you go for the castle drop, just because you have to be on stone and very eco-intensive. So by the time that you are moving forward with your villagers to drop the castle, the Aztec player will have most likely siege out, monks out, and there's not too much that you can do to defend your villagers. Not a good idea in general. And let's have a look at what Mentalist... Gonna have to only make 1 bill, getting loom as well, just to try and get extra food income, but it's gonna be very tight without pushing those deer.
Yeah, but to be fair, the deer was very far away. Although he could have pushed it to the second mill.
Yeah, that's kind of what's surprising.
But he wanted to scout for relics as well.
Now just gonna idle for a bit while he gets ready to click up, and he should be up in just a sec. Force dropping and clicking up now. But he's clicking up when Jordan is already more than 60% on the way to Castle Age. And we see the barracks coming up, so Jordan's gonna secure himself the relics with some Eagle Warriors as well, worrying about Mentalist maybe going for some scouts. And, well, he's kind of lucky in the... well, not lucky, but... Mentalist is actually not going for scouts at all. He's just going straight for the castle and sending extra villagers to stone now, just to make sure he has more than enough stone to drop maybe a TC, as well as his castle. Where is Mentalist going with those vills? Please tell me not forward castle drop.
Oh, that's so bad.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, this should not ever work.
No.
Maybe he's trying to distract the Eagle Warrior of Jordan.
This is very, very risky. Yeah,
I'm holding my breath at the moment.
He's sending 5 villagers forward. And is he just trying to secure the... I mean, where are they even going? He's not up to Castle Age yet. Jordan is now scouting. He's just still keeping Jordan back at home. He wants to go for the main gold, maybe. Drop a castle there, if you look at it. There's a very nice place outside of Jordan's walls that he can go for. But the line of sight on the Eagle Warriors means that it's pretty much impossible for him to do this. And he's going to run into an Eagle Warrior now with the villagers, and Jordan's going to spot this. This is going to be a fast GG. Castle coming up, but it's going to get denied. He's going to try and wall his vills in fact. Might be able to get it, but Monk's already coming out to convert for Jordan as well. 1 vill, 2, 3 vills trapped outside. The light cab upgrade complete, and 1 vill converted already by Jordan. Light cab gonna come and try and snipe that monk off. He will get it. Nice there, but now he will lose the light cab. He's lost 1, 2, 3, 4th vill going to go down. Oh, he converted 1, so it's gonna be a 5th vill. Tower coming up from Jordan. Castle is going up slowly but surely, but the vill's glitching out with that converted villager getting killing off one of the villagers building the castle, and the castle will get denied here as well. GG. I can't believe he went for the castle drop.
All the villagers are getting killed.
Yes, GG.
Yeah, I don't see this strategy ever working, and we even mentioned it before. You never are able to get the strategy working. Only like your scouts and Jordan is just blindly. GG is hired from the Maldives. Have fun. Jordan goes to the Maldives as most likely #1 spot, or at least #2 spot. Behind Red, if possible, that Red wins all his games. Yeah.
Wow.
Being #3 seed, and he earned it. Pretty convincing games yesterday against Bekti, the #6 seed, killing him 4-2, and today eliminating Mentalist, who did not show the greatest performance and not the greatest preparations I've ever seen. But still, very nice games by Jordan, and great performances on both Island games and Arabia games, so he's totally forced to be reckoned with on the Maldives.
Honestly, that game, Mentalist gave it to him. That's all. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how else he can.
Yeah, it isn't a viable option. It just isn't. You have to assume like Jordan has to go for pure boom, and no, or even if like one blind monastery. But even then, if he goes for one monastery, he might have 2 TCs and can out micro him and has a way better eco. It's like, I don't see the strategy ever working.
Yeah, a forward castle drop is never a good idea as Turks versus Aztecs. Aztecs just has all the tools to defend from that. And as you can see, all Jordan had to do was bring some vills forward, tower the castle, he could convert the villages that were walled in, he had eagle warriors to kill off the rest. I mean, if he had a siege workshop and was being aggressive instead of securing the relics with eagle warriors, then he could have just mangonelled the villagers to death. It's just way too risky and no real reward for a Mentalist in doing that. The castle position wasn't even that great. He couldn't get close enough to the main gold. So, I don't know what was going on in his mind at that point. The build order was also very interesting. Not too sure about that. But yeah, 34 to 28 vil high. More relic gold for Jordan. And that takes it to 4-0 in favor of Jordan. Clean sweep of this series versus Mentalist. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Notvid and obviously Fire for covering when my internet was having issues. Yeah, well, that was a fast last game. So, GG, well played.